Good morning, everyone. We are ready to start the day's proceedings. Please make sure that your cell phones are off. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Shaskelson.
Morning.
Or rather, good morning. And may your colleagues place themselves on record, please. Good morning.
Good morning, Chair. I'm Muso Matala from Matala and Associates.
Good morning, Commissioners. Tsapo Matlala from Lekesiriti Makume Matlala Incorporated.
Thank you to both of you.
No relation with Mr. Kat Matlala.
Absolutely not, no.
No relation.
No relation.
Baby Jake Matlala, perhaps? Chair, today's witness was intended to be a crime intelligence officer who handles agents and informants, and because he handles agents and informants, I'd ask that we don't mention his name at this stage. There will at a later stage. Received a postponement application, and we have a concern with the postponement application because it's supported by a medical certificate that is practically illegible and doesn't say a great deal to the extent that we can work out what it says, which is on page 8 of the papers. And
sorry, Mr. Shaskelson. I think the gentleman to our far right is speaking, and that's disruptive. Please, if you may desist, please. Thank you.
And Chair, while we're not suggesting that this application is not bona fide, it is a concern because there are repeated cases of witnesses who are called to testify and who are unable or who postpone on grounds of health. And from our side, it's important that these postponements are properly motivated and that there is no doubt that the witness who we had hoped to have testifying is medically unable to testify. And our concern with this postponement application is that the medical certificate is so, well, one, illegible, and two, sparse. And what we would ask is that we stand the matter down for a day and that Mr. Matlala and his client produce a clearer and better motivated medical certificate that will warrant a postponement. Because at this stage, the document on page 8 is impossible to make anything of.
My copy, Mr. Shaskelson, is quite legible. And the issue for me would be the sparseness, as you say. I don't know about your copies. I think I can read everything, or not? Sorry. No. Now I correct myself. I did not. There's that part that says nature of illness right at the foot of the page. I can read everything else above that, but nature of illness / injury, I definitely cannot read that. So I withdraw what I just said, Mr. Shaskelson, because I think that's the most important part.
Indeed, Chair.
Yes. Were you done?
Yes, I don't have anything else to add. Chair.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, who's addressing? Perhaps I should ask this, am I supposed to recuse myself?
Why is that, Chair?
I'm a respondent. You should know. You should know why I'm asking. You've cited me as a respondent, so I assume you expect of me to recuse myself.
No, we do not expect that.
So why am I cited as a respondent?
Well, we imagine that the chair should be cited, and remember
And if I'm cited, who decides the application?
well, we at the final analysis, we remain in the chair's hands. So whatever the chair rules fit or deems fit, we'd follow suit.
With these applications, I think the suitable person to cite, I'm sure she's uncomfortable, she's looking at me, is the secretary of the commission. Yes. Yes, please.
We take the chair's wisdom in that regard.
Please proceed.
And yeah, so speaking to what the evidence leader has just raised, we had the opportunity to confer with him before the proceedings commenced, and we did agree in principle that we would endeavor to procure an acceptable medical certificate for the purposes of the postponement application.
You should also consider, I'm well aware, of course, of the confidentiality that may sometimes, not always, relate to people's medical conditions, and but perhaps in something like this, that confidentiality issue may not apply as strongly. If the witness is not so ill as not to be able to depose to an affidavit, I think it would be the proper thing for him to do to actually also depose to an affidavit in addition to the medical certificate. Because these medical certificates will say the person is not fit to work from X date to Y date, no detail. But you find that the person is up and about, and if that's the case here, I don't see why we should not also get an affidavit from the witness.
Would this affidavit be confirmatory in nature, or would it be an entirely separate affidavit?
I'm not sure what your point is. I'm saying the person that says they are not well enough to come to the commission must depose to an affidavit that says exactly that. How you tag it, I do not think is that material, whether you call it confirmatory or whatever else. From where I'm sitting is immaterial.
We shall endeavor to also procure an affidavit from the witness.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Mr. Chaskasen. This certificate, and this goes to what will be required as a proper certificate for if we agree to stand the matter down to tomorrow morning. It's, if, for example, where it says from 21st 02, 26 to 25th 02, above those dates, it says, according to my knowledge, / as I was informed, she was unfit to work. So there has to be, I think when you state what that certificate, a proper certificate should look like, it must be clear this is the doctor's opinion about the condition of the patient. but also, yes, that, and then a proper description of the condition. With the risk that this may be a recurring issue, as you indicate. I mean, I think we've had this before, if not with this witness, then with other witnesses, that perhaps you may want to consider whether at some point, if this persists, whether a medical doctor or health professional who signs a certificate should not be called to come and testify. Alternatively, whether there are no appropriate circumstances to compel a witness to come if we end up with certificates like this. For example, in this case, it's an option available to the commission, and we would ask you to address us on that at the appropriate time. Do we call the doctor? Do you apply and ask for a warrant to get the witness to come here because they don't provide satisfactory explanation and proof that they are unwell? Those are factors that I suggest you may want to consider. If not for this witness, then for other witnesses, because this risks being a recurring problem. So I agree with you that it's a matter that we have to be mindful of, that we don't end up allowing this to be a pattern of behavior, inadequate certificates. I mean, it is unacceptable that we've got A1 this morning. It says nothing about the condition of the patient and whether this patient has been seen by this person in the way that I've read, that according to my knowledge / I have been informed. It doesn't tell us that whoever signed this saw this patient and that this is their opinion that he cannot come and appear before us. Thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Commissioner. We've noted what you've said. We'll certainly consider the other options if we encounter this problem again.
And Mr. Chaskalson, you always share the scheduling with us, but sometimes one forgets. How do we stand with our scheduling for tomorrow and Friday?
So tomorrow we have, we have witnesses. We have a witness scheduled. It's Mr. Masheka.
All right.
So we won't be able to proceed with this witness
Yes,
tomorrow
all
without
right.
throwing out another witness who has already been rescheduled
No
once.
one understood. I was asking exactly because this doctor's quote unquote certificate says this witness will be well by tomorrow. So I was thinking, why do we stand down to still consider the application? Why not just deal with the witness? But no, I understand what you say perfectly. Thank you very much. Let's adjourn this hearing that aborted until tomorrow at 9:30.
9:30, Chair.
9:30. We have no other business. That means we adjourn for the day.
Thank you.